Okay, good evening, everyone. This is Debbie Wetzler coming to you live from the majestic mountains of Colorado, and David Silverman in the heat and despair of Florida. It's nice in the winter there. I'm
Debbie,
kidding.
everybody didn't unmute.
And
I'm gonna mute them out. Hold on a minute.
Hang on, I'll mute them all. All right. Okay, so everybody's muted, including David. And I will just greet everybody and say, welcome to the team Zoom call tonight. We are all very, very excited because convention is in a couple of days and we'll get to see everybody in person. Don't forget to wear your red bandanas, bring them. We do this every year if you're part of Chuck and Tammy's team. And that way it gives you a nice way to go up and say, oh, you're a member of Chuck and Tammy's team. You know, who are you and who's your upline and all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of gives us a great way to introduce ourselves without being real forward. And so we have a lot to go over tonight. And so I will let David say a few words if you'd like to about why we have a team Zoom call and why we put this all together, because I think I did it last time. And then we're going to get right into recognition.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. Hi, Deb. Can't wait to see you guys this week. I know a lot of you are going to be there. I'm so thankful you're going to be there. Amazing. But we have this call every week at this time for a few reasons. If you're new, one of the reasons is to meet you. We want to meet the new people who are coming on board so that you can meet the other servant leaders on this team. I mean, your sponsor is a servant leader. We're all servant leaders. We know about something that no one else on the planet knows about. Very few people know about this, but they all will. It's a breakthrough for humanity, and people need the product. People that are entrepreneurial, people who want more out of life, who are struggling or settling financially or time freedom wise or life satisfaction wise, they need the business opportunity, and we help them. We help people with the product, we help them with the business, we guide them. So one is an opportunity to meet me and Debbie and the other diamonds in our group. We have Amy Stacy, who's a double diamond, and Dr. Carolyn Hoffman is a diamond. Debbie's a triple diamond. I'm an ambassador double diamond. And we want to meet everybody. So it's a chance for you to bring in new people. We make announcements of things that are happening that you may not be aware of, you and your team. We do recognition. We recognize people for, really, we focus on recognizing people that have advanced in rank. We used to recognize people for everything. We just don't have time anymore. For sponsoring your first person, for doing your first three-way phone call, for coming to your first convention. So kind of have to hone it down as we grow to just people who advanced in rank the week before. We generally have a product testimonial, which we're not going to do tonight. We're going to skip that because we have so much to cover. And I'm actually hosting a global expansion call at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So we're going to have to make sure I have to be certainly off at before the 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern time. And we do some training. So that's the purpose of the call. It really is a way to get together for all of us every week. And Debbie and I have been doing this for a while. Debbie's been doing it for about 9 years. I've been doing it for about 8 years. And we knew it was going to get to this point. We knew that this thing was going to explode. I'm humbled by the product, and I'm humbled by the people that get involved and the people that take this very seriously. And some people don't take it seriously. They come in with the business and they have their dreams and they want to see them realized, but they don't really do the work. So I'm very, very, very excited when people are on the team who it's right, they're ready to go. And convention is such an important part of that. So the fact that we have convention coming up, I'm flying out from Florida tomorrow. And then we've got the Surge starting on the 16th, and we're going to make some announcements. What we're going to talk about today is going to be focused on the convention and the Surge, some really important aspects of that. So this is being recorded. We'll send the recording out on the two Facebook groups, Debbie's Diamond Club and my group's Freedom page, which I renamed as Freedom. So everybody will get the information that you're going to get here. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back over to you, Deb.
Okay, so the first thing we always like to start with is recognition, because that's one of the best parts of network marketing, is the fact that you are actually congratulated and rewarded for doing something good, whereas most corporate jobs don't, they only tell you when you're doing something wrong. And so that's one of the beautiful things about network marketing. So I didn't do it last week because of Labor Day. We didn't have a phone call. So I've got quite a list, but we do want to mention everybody by name and what they've done. So to start with, we start with directors. And that's when you have shared this information with two people and they've decided to join you. And so you have somebody on your right and somebody on your left-hand side. So we give a shout out to Rommel, Brillantes, Zuwida, Nachem Thong, Sophia El Bakari, and Leonilla de Leon. Sorry. So then you have at least two people, one on your right, one on your left, and your next step up is Director 300, and that's when your dashboard tells you you have at least 300 points on your right side and 300 points on your left side. And now you're a Director 300. So congratulations to Cheryl Smith, Judy May Castro, Elaine Gorius, Marie-Therese Dufour, Gilles Langelati, Randine Christoph, Carol Moyer, Daniel Hodges, Xinyi Hui, Amy Farrar, Dr. Ma Paz Gioria, Diane Stone, and Ronaldo Spangler. Congratulations, everyone. As your team starts growing, you gather more and more points as more and more people put auto ships in, and you get the 100 points for every case that somebody puts in. Now you go to Director 700, where you have at least 700 points on your right and left side. So this is a long list. Bear with me. So congratulations for getting to that amazing rank. Lourdes D. Domingo, Marie Teresa Yabo, for Redox Health, Mong Sang, Yafan Zhu, Weiying Shang, Zilin Zhen, Jin Hips, Janfeng Yu, Beatrice Dugan, Gael Petra, Susan Auger, Marilise Rudez, Anders Carlson, Maya Carroll, Judy Baer, Leo Cantos, Kate Cook, Nancy Cotton, Roxanne Roy, Marlo Rankin, Angela Skin Fitness by Sherwood, Mary Ann Weeks, Judy Fenton, Nika Angelo Galberto, and Dominador Plaza Jr. Ambe. Congratulations on advancing to Director 700. Now you get to your leadership ranks, and that's when you have had people step up and say that they want to do this with you. So now you have certain number of Director 300s underneath you who are doing this with you, and you have earned more points. So to be bronze, it's 2,000 points on your right and 2,000 on your left, and 2 Director 300s. And we'd love to highly congratulate new bronzes, Capine Lin, Jerry Fraunenberger, Oli Cantos, Katrina Galberto. Congratulations on bronze executive. That is absolutely terrific. Going up in rank, in silver, now you have 3,000 points on your right, 3,000 points on your left, and 3 Director 300s. So we have a brand new silver sitting right next to me, Jacqueline Wetzler. Yay! And we have 2 amazing new gold executives. And gold is 5, that's quite a jump from the other ones, is 5,000 points on the left, 5,000 points on the right, and 4 Director 300s who have stepped up to do this with you. So Zerong Shen, new gold executive, and our own Pearl Bowen from California. Congratulations on new gold executive. That is amazing.
One in California and one in New York.
Yes, exactly.
Way to go, Pearl.
And is Zerong on?
He's not on. He doesn't speak English.
He doesn't speak English.
I
Okay,
only
there we go.
communicate with him when I sit next to him. We have WeChat, and he types something in, and I translate it into Chinese back and forth. That's how we talk.
I see. All right. Well, congratulations to everybody on an amazing week, the last 2 weeks. Right before convention, you'll be highly honored at convention. And since Pearl's on and she's a gold, would you like to have her say just a couple words?
Of course.
Okay,
Pearls of
Pearl.
wisdom.
Pearls of wisdom. Put me on the spot there, guys. It's an honor. The rank for me means that more lives have been touched. That's what it's about for me. I guess I'll get used to it, but I've never really been called to the recognition part of it. That's not really what has driven me. But it's good. It's good. Stepping up into the leadership shoes. It's a growth journey. It's been an amazing journey. So can't do it without a team. I'm going to call my team Team Ubuntu. I am, because we are. The T-shirts are being made.
Oh,
So, thank you. Thank you all for all
Beautiful.
you've done and team support.
Congrats, Pearl.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
that's great. Okie dokie. We want to get, I don't know if we have, Jackie's here. I don't know if we have any bronzes. I don't know if anybody else is on.
Yeah.
Jackie, would you like to say anything?
Come on, new silver.
No, I agree with
Congratulations, Jackie. You're right on my heels.
No, it is an honor. I love this whole team that we work with. I think we have the best team in ASEA. I can't wait to see everyone. But yes, I love helping people and just going to where I'm wanting to be, wanting to achieve is, I just was craving that not 9 to 5, and this is exactly what I'm doing and helping people in between. So it's a great opportunity. So.
Jackie, was your first convention the one that was in Salt Lake?
Yes, 2017, yeah.
What did that event do for you, as it was your first one?
It was the best 4 days of my life. I'm not just saying that to say that. It was really, really inspiring and motivational. I didn't realize how big of a technology this is making all over the world, the impact, as well as, it really opened up my eyes to see how strong of a leader my own personal mother is. And so it was very, very inspirational and motivational, and you can't, like as Alan Noble says, you can't translate the energy. You have to be there. You can't just tell people how it's like. You got to be there. So I encourage everyone to be there. So.
And you're how old are you?
30.
Oh, well, you say it like it's old. It's very young. But you were a television reporter and an anchor person. What do you, at that young age, what did you see that you saw that you're like, you didn't want to go that path? You wanted to go more like what your mom's doing?
It was the lifestyle for sure. It's a lot more glamorous what you see on TV than it was in real life. You don't have the time freedom. You don't make much money in the beginning. You're always on call. You have to work every holiday. You usually have to work every weekend. And so it's a big dedication. You have to be news hungry in order to be in it. And it was just not the lifestyle that I wanted. And as I'm thinking about, hopefully I'll have a family one day, I'd like to, be able to stay home with my kids and just go to their soccer games and just be able to live the life that I want to live, and travel and be with them. And so this is a great opportunity to do that and also bless lives on the way. So
Awesome. I know Mom's very proud.
thanks.
I am.
Hmm.
Well, it's great when somebody you love works with you. So.
Well, she's got building her own business. Plus, she's in your will. That works pretty well for Jackie, doesn't it?
And I just got that finalized again. Put everything in a trust finally.
All right. So, should we jump on to the convention?
Yes.
All right. So, I want to make a few announcements about convention real quickly. And if someone knows the access code to get to the live feed for the people that are not going to convention, could they put it there's a way to sign up for that. It's $49, and you can get into the live feed for the convention. They have the email. I can't pull it up real quickly. Just put it in there if you would. But a couple things about convention. So we are, and Debbie, do you have it on speaker view or do you have it on gallery view?
Oh, I can put it on speaker view.
Yeah, just there's so much going on. So number one, the people that are going, kudos to you, because you're going to be blown away. I just got my roster for the event, and take a look at the people that are coming. And Debbie's goes beyond this, but all these people. I mean, there's Shannon Garrett, Amy Stacy, Stephanie can't go, Bruce and Barbara. I mean, this is a good list of people. And I see names that are new people coming for the first time. And I see people that have been before. And this is phenomenal. I mean, our group's got 200 people here. I'm sure Debbie has at least 100 more people. We're gonna have a good chunk of that room there. Very, 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 very excited for you people that are coming. So prepare yourself for an amazing event. We went over last week what to do there. As far as meeting people, come with your wish list. Who do you want to meet? Who do you want to talk to? What weakness do you have in your business you want to get advice from? Network with people from different parts of the country. Find out if there are people in Dallas. You have connections in Dallas. Find out who's in San Francisco. Connect with those people, because when you're back in wherever you are, Des Moines or Florida, whatever, you'll have warm contacts there when there are events there that you can, or somebody needs a tube of gel immediately for an emergency. You make connections. It's really wonderful. And have conversations with people the whole time. The other thing about it, which is tied into the surge, when you see somebody with a red bandana or any of our team events, well, not just a red bandana, because that's Tammy Gates' team, but this is a chance. We're going to talk about the surge and accountability partners. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But this is a chance to connect with people. We're going to talk about how we are extending the jump-in period in a minute to next week because of several factors. But you're going to have the chance to meet very serious people that came to convention. I mean, they're there, so you know they're serious. And if they're part of the surge, you can be an accountability partner with them. So if you are not attending the convention, you want to get that. Let's see, did we get it up there yet? There's the link there. Sarah put it in there. Look in the chat and copy that. It says iframe.dacast.com. Copy that, because click it, save it. That's how you can access at least the general session. I don't know if they'll do the recognition part of it, but at least general session and all the announcements. And there's some big freaking announcements coming, big ones. Okay, so anything else you want to add about convention before we move on to the surge? Because that's what we wanted to focus on, I think, Deb.
No, just set some goals before you go of what you'd like to accomplish when you go there. I mean, as David said, one of the biggest things you should do is try to meet people from around the country. Doesn't matter if they're on your team or not. And maybe hear some of their stories, because you will hear some of the most amazing things. So make sure you're going to do that, and you set your goals as to what. Like, if you really want to meet Tyler Norton, make that a goal. If you really want to have meet any of the diamonds or just any other people that are, because everybody's important, make that a goal. So put it down, put it in writing, and take it with you so that you make that happen. Because and grab one of us if you need to, have an introduction. If you don't know what they look like even. So make that a goal. So I would bring those with you to convention. That would be one of the things I say.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you'll just sit and absorb when people are on stage. But the general session and the breakout sessions, you'll get the menu in the program. You can pick the topic that you want to go to. You won't be able to go to all of them, but you pick the ones that are most important to you, right? And if you're a couple coming, then maybe one person goes to one and one goes to the other, and you take notes for the other one, okay? That could be helpful.
There's
okay.
One other thing that I'd really like to say, though, also. If you are at least a bronze or above, one of the things I hope you've done already, but if you haven't, do it now, Get together a distribution list of the people that you send emails to, so that when we're sending announcements out, you send this to your leaders and your people, because we can't put a distribution list together that's that big. So when I send out all about the surge and joining, there's still people that haven't heard about it. So we need your help. If you're a leader, if you're a bronze or above, make sure you have your people on a distribution list that you can get things to quickly so that everybody can hear about it. That's just something that you should do, because when announcements come out, a lot of times your people won't hear them. But and you should tell them, if you're doing the business, look for emails from you. You don't have to put them out that often, but make sure it's important that they read your emails. Okay.
And nowadays, there's other ways to do that. So we post things on our Facebook groups. You could copy that and create a WhatsApp group with people. So if you download WhatsApp, and the people that say they're involved, look, a lot of people say they're doing the business and they're not. I mean, they might talk to somebody once a week, but that's not really doing this as a business. That's fine. Those are people that are just kind of walking with this and kind of playing with it a little bit, and that's fine, because maybe they haven't caught the vision. Maybe they haven't been to a convention. But the people that say that they are, even if they say it, say, can I put you on a list to keep you up to date on what's going on? If it's going to be email, email. If it's going to be WhatsApp, WhatsApp. The thing about WhatsApp is when somebody replies, everybody sees the reply, unless you set it up that you're the only one, the administrator, and then you're the only one that can write anything in it. Like, you might want to do that. Otherwise, people start replying and it's just everybody's phone's blowing up. But you can pull it from our Facebook groups, our closed group Facebook groups, or the emails that we send out, or whatever, right? So, but that kind of leads to our conversation about the surge, because we're getting so many people that are just sending messages today saying, I didn't know about the surge. They found out about it somehow. And because the message was not being disseminated down. And so what we decided to do is, we've got a lot of names already. In fact, let me just share with you what I've got so far, as you can get an idea of hey, these are your peers and colleagues involved with this. Let's see, hold on a second.
Here is 4 full pages of this. And I have to add more to what David's going to show you.
And this is just my group. This isn't even Debbie's group yet. Except I've got Amy and Bill Nolan on here. Some of these people have been partnered up. You look at this, you can see Pia Erickson, Amy and Bill Nolan, Dave Stolzfus with Carolyn and Danielle, Tatiana with Nancy Sharp with Tatiana, Buffy with Risa. But this is Team A, and we're going to explain Team A in a second. But you can see this is Team A, this is Team B. And this is just my team. This is not everybody. I got a bunch of emails last night. I'm packing up a place here for renovation. I haven't been able to put everything together. Excuse me, but the names keep coming in. So the bottom line is, we've decided to extend the jump-in period to after convention, because I think there are a lot of people that are going to convention that haven't committed to the surge. Obviously, a lot, 300 people, and a lot of these people it's just gonna hit them, and it's gonna be like, man, perfect timing after the announcements at convention. These 3 months, whether you got a week vacation coming up for a cruise or something in that time, these are the best 3 months to run. It's not summertime. Kids are not out of school. It's not the holidays. It goes to about a week and a half before Christmas, and anybody can work hard for 3 months. Are you going to be a little out of balance? Yeah, but it's going to change the rest of your life. It's a launch period, so we are extending it to be. Deadline is next Sunday night after convention. Who plan to fly home a little bit later on Sunday? We have that team meeting from 9 to 11 in the hotel on Sunday, but the deadline is midnight. And then Debbie and I are going to scramble to get the teams together. And some teams will be 2 people, some teams will be 3 people. But we're going to match people up on the different teams. Like Team A people will be with Team A people. Okay, same commitment level. And let me define to you what those levels are. Some people are it wasn't very clear. New documentation is going to be posted by tomorrow, all clarified. But Team A, now this The surge is about just focusing on your business and getting face to face with people, because that's the best way to do this. Long distance people from you is a little bit different. You do it a little bit differently because you can't invite them to your house. But it's about in-homes, having in-homes in your home. Now, an in-home can be having a meeting in your house, which is the best. It could be having a meeting in your office, which is good. It could be having a meeting in a restaurant. That's good too. It could be in some meeting space, whatever it is. But an in-home means it's a group meeting. You know, you're not just going to have a cup of coffee with your friend. You're inviting people to this. You're focusing on it all week, or depending on how you're doing it. So Group A people are committing to having a meeting every week. I'll define having a meeting. Group B people are committing to having one at least once a month. Okay, so you can see there's a difference. The rhythm of this in 90 days is powerful. And again, if you're going on vacation, you're going away for something and you can't do it one week, that's okay. Bottom line is, the plan is every week you plan one and you're inviting people to, you're driving people to it, right? And we'll talk about how to do the meeting in a minute. So Team A commits to have it every week. Now here's the thing. You're having at least 2 for yourself every month, okay? So it's in your house, your office, a meeting space, a hotel room. I don't care what you do, but you've got a meeting that you're doing every week, and it's your meeting. It's you, and it's 2 a month. Okay, but I said you have to, in Group A, you're doing it every week. Well, what does that mean? Well, the other 2 or 3 weeks of that month, you will be, you can count doing it in the home or office or meeting space for someone in your downline, right? So if you've got a team that's doing it, you're going to be modeling, because you're doing it yourself 2 of the weeks, but you can help other people in theirs. If you want to do multiple, I know there are people that are doing two meetings every week. That's fine. But the minimum requirement for Group A, right? These are very committed people that want to run with the runners right now. You are committing to repeat it, to have 2 for yourself in a location you choose. Home is the best, but if you can't do it in your home for some reason, in your home. And the other weeks you're doing it for downline with them. And you're still inviting people to that, but you're helping them invite as many people. When you're doing it for somebody else, you should be doing 3-way phone calls with the invitees. Because we all know, you invite 20 people, 10 say yes, 3 show up. If you do 3-way phone calls to confirm they're coming, it goes way up. And that's why you should always say you're serving food, not serving lobster, right? Go to Costco, go to Safeway, go wherever, get a tray of roll-ups or something, right? Like wraps or something. But if you serve food, the chance that you tell people you're serving food, and you'll have some wine or something after the meeting. Don't give them wine before. Because doing the strength test and making their pain go away, everybody says, oh, it's the champagne you gave. But tell people you're serving something. The reason is they're more likely to come because they know you've done some preparation for them. And they don't want to let you down, right? Instead of last minute saying, oh, I got to watch the Seinfeld rerun, right? So you don't want to make it fancy, because that's not duplicatable, but you want to tell them, say don't eat dinner, come, I'm going to have some dinner. Okay, make whatever you want, you do whatever, but don't make it fancy. So the Group B people, again, are committing to do it once a month. At least once a month, they're going to do a meeting for themselves. Everybody on this call needs to go wider. Everybody needs to enroll new people themselves. You cannot just focus on the people below you. You have somebody that's running, you want to help them run. You know, when we say mind your own business, you got to mind your own business too. You can't just focus on one leg. You'll get the compensation plan is going to hurt you down the road. You'll have all this volume, but your other leg is not growing. So the whole idea behind this is that everybody is always doing a fast forward, right? When you click go on your fast forward on the 16th, it means you're out of the gate, right? So you want to do some prep. You want to have your meeting set up for that week, and then obviously you've got Tuesday Debbie doing a presentation at 8 p.m. Eastern on this Zoom number. You got me doing it at 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. You got Alan Noble doing it at 9 p.m. on Thursday. You got Jimmy Glenn on Fridays. I'm not sure when that is, Deb. Do you have those details for Friday night meetings?
They're usually at 9 p.m. Eastern. And Jim Glenn and William Friedman have been doing an amazing job of interviewing people mostly. So they've had John Norton on and Nancy Tunnell on, and they've had a lot of the Diamonds on. And they do some very interesting questions that are different. William Friedman's thinks differently, and he goes into a lot more detail and personal a lot of times also. So it's a really good, I mean, it always talks about how great ASEA and the products and everything are, so it would be another good thing to invite guests to. And I need to find out the details on it. Sorry.
We'll get it out.
Yeah, we'll get it out.
That's fine. So the point is, look, guys, this surge is just that. It's a surge. It's a surge forward. We want people to move up in rank. We want to help you identify leaders. Let me tell you, you identify leaders that want to run, you have Debbie and I to jump on them to help them. I mean, not jump on them, jump in with them so that they can tap into us as well. We're trying to help you to acquire customers and referral sources, acquire associates who are going to play with it a bit, find associates who are going to take it more seriously, and find people that just want to run, right? Really want to run. That's why in the first 2 weeks, we're committing that you are going to get your top 3 prospects on the phone with an upline diamond. It's part of this for the surge group, right? Debbie and me, Cindy, and Bo and Tammy and Chuck and Denny. We're focusing on this surge group, the people that are going to get their top prospects. I don't care if it's the president of IBM. They're not going to get involved with the business. We want to talk to them to broaden the picture. We've been in long enough that our belief is rock solid. We can handle any question they have. Nothing. I like when people come at me, right? I want to just. I want to. First of all, they're going to see on Bulletproof that I know something. If it's the president of IBM that's a friend of yours, he or she could be a huge referral source. Huge referral source for you. So that's what we're doing. I mean, we're really focusing on this surge group. Lastly, talk about partners. So we have partnered some people up. If there are people that you want, Debbie's going to take it in a second here and take the rest of this conversation over on partners. If there's somebody you know that's cross-line, it cannot be upline, it cannot be downline to you. Nobody's getting partners upline, downline. It's all cross-line. Nobody's making money on what another person does, right? It's an accountability partnership. And we're going to make partnerships, but if there's somebody that you have a relationship with, you feel you work well with, and she'll define this because it's not going to be some cozy thing, then let us know, and we'll see if we can partner you up with that person. But we're going to try to match people up, group A people, group B people, group B people. And because of convention, we're waiting to finalize it until after convention, like next Sunday and Monday is when we're going to be finishing it up. But that will still give us the whole 90 days to run with this. But Deb, what did you want to say about, I know you were talking about it, which is a really important point about partnerships.
Yes. One of the things I want people to do is to not get with a friend that you have already, because you tend to be a lot more lax then. If you're with somebody who don't really know as well, first of all, you're going to make a new friend. But secondly, you're also going to be able to really hold somebody accountable. And this only has to be a 5 or 10 minute call. And the suggestion will be made to call at least 3 times a week, once at the beginning of the week so you can set your goals, once in the middle of the week so you can see how things are going. And, yes, I've fallen down. No, I haven't made all my phone calls or whatever, or I've done really well. And then for the last call to see what you have gotten done and to set new goals for the next week. And so that's something that you should do with somebody, like I said, who's not a friend. Like Jackie and I would make terrible, partners because, we'd be lax. We'd talk about other things. It's not as crystal clear. And trust me, this is how I've really gone up in rank with the only other company I was in with Nikin. It helped me immensely to get to where I was, and it just held me accountable. So make sure that that's something that you're considering. And when you partner, don't complain. We're going to put a great deal of thought into all of this, and to get you kind of with your same goal. Like if you're really serious about this, we'll put you with somebody very serious, that kind of thing. So that's why we want to know Team A and Team B. Not that you're not serious on Team B, but you can't commit to as much as a Team A person.
But if you have for somebody you developed a relationship with and you can commit to do that, then it's fine.
Right.
This is really being held accountable. You're going to hold someone accountable, and they're going to hold you accountable, and that's the idea behind it. And it's very powerful. And originally in the contract agreement, it was every day. We're making it, we're lightening it to be at least Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what it is. At least, but you can do it every day, and that's fine. A lot of people are going to be talking every day. I said 10 to 30 minutes, right? A minimum 10 minutes could be 30 minutes. Depends how much time you want to put into it. But as Debbie said, we're sharpened up. Danielle Matthews and Carolyn Hoffman sharpened up the agreement, and I'll be sending that out, posting it on the Facebook groups so that you can pull it down. But yeah, we're really excited about this. Really excited. I'm excited for the people to take it seriously. And I got to be honest with you. You know, there's a lot of people that are going to be in it. I mean, there could be 100 people in it by the time we're all set. Could be 150 people. And a percentage of people are going to take it very, very seriously because they're taking their why very seriously. They're like, this is it. I mean, we're after the announcements at convention and what's happening, where the company is and where it's jumping to already right now. People are going to, a lot of people are going to say, I'm doing this. Some people are going into it full intent. Well, why not? And we know that, and that's okay, because what's going to happen if it's, let's say it's 200 people, by the end of it, it's going to be probably 30 or 40 people that are rocking it because they took it seriously. They started doing the weekly meetings. Maybe the first week they had 10 people, the next week they had none, but they didn't say, oh man, this isn't going to work. They kept with the program. It was the consistency of it. Just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And you all, every person on this call knows that 90 days goes by really, really fast. 90 days goes by so fast. I can't believe it's after Labor Day already. These are the best 90 days to run. We just hope that you're one of the people that take it very seriously. And if you don't, it's okay. I mean, maybe it isn't your time to be serious, but every person that's a diamond in this company took this seriously in bursts, in surges. You can't surge for 365 days a year, but you can surge for 90, especially in this big group of people. So anyway, that's what we've got going on. And as far as announcements real quickly this week, we will not be doing Wednesday webinars. Debbie will not be doing the Tuesday night webinar. Alan Noble will not be doing the webinar Thursday night. There are no webinars this week. If you need to use tools for people webinars, you can go to discoverasea.net to see Alan Noble's from last week. And I'm going to turn it back over to Debbie to a few more thoughts, and then we can open it for questions. But I'm going to put a recording of the one that I did last week, a link of the recording that I did with Dr. Carolyn Hoffman, and you can use that if you want. So while I go dig that up, Debbie, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, we just wanted to go over a little bit about how in-homes, what involves having an in-home, and how it does not have to be scary at all. I've done many of them at this point. I've been to many of them, and virtually you're just going to invite, I'm just going to use your home right now. Invite people to your home. As David said, get a little bit of food. Do not make it fancy, because people then won't think they can do the same thing. Serve water, of course, but if you want to have something later, do that. And you're just going to greet people like you would if they were coming into your home normally. And you're going to tell them the reason that they're there is to learn about something new and exciting that they've probably never heard about. If you can, you want to have some other of your associates there if it's possible, because you'll need testimonials and things like that. If it's not, I'll tell you a solution for that too. But anyway, so you have people over. Then you're going to play a video. Now, I've always wanted to know what the product and stuff was. So I still think Amazing Molecules training, the Redox Breakthrough, is one of the best product oriented, but it depends on what video you want to play. And you play that video so they can see how easy it is for them to do this right after that. Then after that, you're going to have product testimonials, and you're going to let them taste ASEA. I would pour that into all the cups. And then you're going to ask them each to describe what it tastes like. Everybody's going to tell you something different. it's smooth. It tastes like salt. It tastes like pool water. It tastes a little like hydrogen peroxide. I've had it described in so many different ways. And people will then, and you'll point that out. It's not grape juice. It's something that reacts differently with every human being because we've all got different chemical makeups and we're all at different balance stages of our lives, basically. If you're in balance, it's going to taste more like regular water. So you can kind of point that out and they can see that it's not dangerous to drink and stuff. Everybody else is drinking it. And then you're going to give them the Renew 28 and let them rub that on 3 times in 5 minutes, asking for, pain levels 1 through 10 before you do it. And then you can, you usually see it on their face, but then you'll wait about 10 minutes. And while you're doing that, you can have some other people give testimonials. If you haven't given yours yet, give yours. Have associates there or somebody who's been on the product who's come back or something to give their testimonial. And then at the very end, I would always suggest that you have either an associate who's been in for a little while, somebody with some experience. If you have someone who can Zoom in, this is where accountability partners would be wonderful. If you can get a rapport with your accountability partner, have them Zoom in. And they can do the closing. They can be the expert at the end that, goes over it a little bit more and then says, and your host now will have sheets that you can fill out if you'd like to try the product, how to get started, and if you'd like to be an associate, and because you know people already who you'd like to share this with, we can give you an associate fill out form, and you'll have a list of the entrepreneur and all the packs that you can sign up with. So you make sure that you have those forms ready. You have your Renew 28, you have a bottle of ASEA, and that's what you'll need to have an in-home. It is really easy. It's fun if you get to do it with other people that are kind of close by, at least. And it's also fun Zooming people in. And again, we're all happy to do it, but David and I can't do all of everybody's. So make sure that you have a very good accountability partner, or one of your upline. Can be many, many, many people that could Zoom in and help you close at the end. So it's that easy, and it should only take an hour at the most. Don't drag it on, and then let them eat at that point and have a few drinks, and while you're taking orders or signing people up. Okay, that's how you have an in-home, and it is very easy.
It is, and we'll post that specifically on our Facebook group so you can take a look at that. But it is easy. I mean, you don't have to explain redox molecules at all. Most you have to say, look, it's something that's inside of us, and we made more when we were younger. And we all notice that as we get older, do we get more diseases or less? More. Does our skin look better when we're younger or older? Younger. It corresponds to us producing less of this. And I'm going to play a video in a few minutes that explains this. But I'd like to show you something really pretty cool. And what you could do is you could just play the 3 times in 5 minutes video with me. It's a 6-minute video. Or you could play 6 minutes, 6 reasons, because it goes over the gel. That video goes through the 6 reasons people get involved. And it doesn't explain the molecules. You can play another short video for that. But I do in there talk about, hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Just try this on a few people in pain. And you got people there, you've got the gel, they can have their experience. While they're watching the second video, they rate their pain, they put it on. And even if people don't have pain, say, it's okay, I want you to feel it. So whenever you give it out, you have everybody put it on their neck 3 times in 5 minutes, their neck and their shoulders. And just say, just get a sense, even though I have pain, just get a sense. And Irina Lee does this in Singapore, and she gets it on average. She runs around slathering on people. They're like, no, I'm okay. No, you put it on. And she would put it on them. So you're going to leverage the gel. You're going to leverage your story. You're going to tell your story. You're going to leverage the video, right? And you leverage the testimonials. Have someone give testimonials that's there, or Zoom someone in to share a couple stories. Okay, that's all you have to do. Let the video explain it. People are going to say, which video should I play? You could play the quick draw video. You could play the Genesis video. You could play My video, whyitspossible.com. It's 10 minutes. It explains it. Pick what you want to play, but don't stand there and feel like you have to explain redox signaling molecules. Playing videos is so easy. And you know, at the end, you say, I'm looking for people to partner with me to help get the word out. And if not, I want you to know the product works. I need advocates. I need people in the community here that are going to be advocates for me. I want them to know that this stuff is real. And I'll just throw a story. Hey, you may know somebody with autism that I don't know. You may know somebody that's had a stroke that I don't know. You may know somebody that's dying right now. I don't know them. You do. You're not claiming it's going to save a life. You're not saying it's curing cancer. You're saying it's not just about you. You know, it's not like, oh, I want my dreams. I want to move out of this neighborhood. I want to quit my job. You know, you can share your why personally while you're doing it. Make it about a bigger, more important thing than just about you. And people will generally be receptive if you let them know you just want them to know that it's real so they can be at least an advocate, that you are looking for partners if they're interested in joining you at some point, okay?
And one last suggestion also, if you can print off some of the before and after photos, those are very powerful. You can do it with the face, and you could also, if you're having a private home meeting, you could do some, maybe even horse things that have healed quickly or something, or even some of the healing ones. So anyway, there are some very good things that you can have laying around that would really impress people. David, you're muted.
Yeah, part of the agreement for the surge is that you have photos on your phone. That's part of the accountability agreement. You're going to always have a tube of gel with you, a big tube and a small tube in case you're with somebody and they say, I don't have anything, but my wife's knee is killing her. Oh, well, I'll give you a tube, but you have to call me when you get home so I can walk her through using it, right? So you always agree you're carrying 2 tubes of gel with you wherever you go. It might be a little hard if you're walking on the beach in a Speedo, but you got to carry them with you somehow. I don't know where you're going to put it, but you better bring it. But also on your phone to have pictures. So most people have a smartphone. You can create a photo album. So here's my Renew 28 photo album. You know, I've got pictures on here. If I'm sitting with somebody that says there's a grow hair, I've got hair pictures on here. I got a lot of pictures on here. Not a lot. Maybe there's like 30 pictures. Cellulite, horses, wounds, wrinkles, psoriasis. I'm not making claims that it cures anything, but pictures are powerful. The whole idea behind this business is you're leveraging tools. You're not talking, right? You're just asking questions and listening and telling your story, getting them interested in wanting to. Pictures can do that. So between having the gel and pictures, it's an important part of the Surge program. But everybody can see what the Surge document is. I'm going to put the final one up probably tomorrow. But even if you're not in the Surge, we're just doing what anybody that wants to build a business should be doing. We're just doing it in this group effort with some synergy and some structure and some extra presentations like Debbie's on Tuesdays and so forth. And then we have a group Surge meeting. I think it's the last Monday of every month, right after this call, just for the Surge group. So everybody's got a split. It's just for the Surge group. That's it. And it's the same time as the global expansion call, which is every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, which I'm hosting in 8 minutes. I'm the host this week. If you're in the Surge group, come to our Surge meeting. You can watch that one recorded, right? If you're not in the Surge group, definitely go to the global expansion call with other diamonds. Okay. Should we, Carolyn, you just went diamond, and you're an exam. I want to see if you have any words to say, but I just want to mention something. Carolyn and Paul went diamond, and they didn't stop. I mean, they've been going crazy ever since then. They're enrolling. They're doing in-homes. It's like they heated it up even further. It wasn't like they surged up to diamond and said, "Oh, let's coast." They're absolutely rocking it. So, if you don't mind sharing, number one, Carolyn, why you are rocking it the way you guys are. You are not slow. Your foot's on the gas pedal. Why are you doing that? Number one, what is it you see in this while you're doing it? Number two, any guidance or advice for people about the Surge, since you and Paul, there's Paul, I didn't see Paul, you guys have been doing this anyway. What do you have to say?
Well, you know, it's really kind of interesting. You made the comment the other breakfast on Tuesday when we were together that, you know, we've been going crazy since we went diamond. And I've been sitting and thinking about it quite a lot today as I've been driving around. And it's kind of interesting how I think when we start this, the measure of our confidence and how we communicate is kind of in line with how new we are. And as we progress and we move ranks, I think that with that, our confidence and the way we communicate, we can say the same words, but we communicate it differently. And I can only assume it's really kind of interesting that, you know, we made this run and wondered if we could get there, and then kind of realized that actually if we really just kept push, it actually was within our grasp. But I guess it's like anything, it kind of has just propelled us forward, and it's just fun. We made a decision to say to ourselves, what did we do at the very beginning? Well, we had you into town and we sponsored a lot of people, and we kept doing that, and we made a commitment to how many. We came out of convention last year and said that we were going to sponsor at least 30 people during this year. I'm kind of revising what we're going to set as our new goal as we go into convention this time. And we actually bought all those little spray bottles and said, you know, this is how many people we're going to sponsor, and we're handing out a spray bottle to each person. So it kind of was a visual, are we making it? Because how many do we have sitting in the bag? But I don't know if with this came a different way of communicating that has drawn more people toward us, so that somehow we're just really sponsoring more people than we're doing. But I know that we're just committed to the fact that sponsoring is what you have to do. It's the lifeblood of the business. And we're going to go back to doing what every diamond told us to do in July of 2017, do it faster.
Awesome. Paul, you have anything you want to add?
Well, you know, one of the beauties about your surge, the cornerstone of that surge is the in-homes. And, you know, we have done those. And one of the most exciting periods we had, we did 8 in 1 week. Carol and I actually split up and went in different ways. And it was just fun, absolutely fun. But, you know, as a commitment to what this is all about, I was kidding with Carolyn, but not really kidding. So, you know, we did diamond. Everybody says, well, what's next is double diamond. And I said, you know, we've got about 2,000 people in our organization right now. Why don't we just double that and just shoot for ambassador diamond? I mean, skip the things in between and help another 2,000 people. So I don't know if we can do it in the next year, but, you know, it's certainly something we're going to reach for and, you know, try to get the corners of the earth.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at convention. Does anybody have a question they want to ask? I've got to jump off here in a minute to do the global call. I just put the Zoom number for the global call here. And bottom line is on that call, the first 10, 15 minutes is wins for the week. People just share what they've done this week that was a win. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a training, but all of the diamonds are kind of that know about are asking what we're doing on our surge. So I'm going to kind of talk about what we're doing on the surge. So it may be a little repetitive for you, except for hearing the wins for the week, what our other people are doing. But does anybody have any questions before we run? Just unmute.
David, I have a question. This is Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi. Do you have the strength test on video somewhere? I've not seen it.
Yeah. I kept putting it on my
how to do
Facebook
it?
group someplace. Message me on Facebook.
What kind of test?
And there's several ways to do it. If you want to know real
We
quick,
used to do it in the last
a
company.
quick way to do it is just,
You
Okay.
should probably call it a balance test, not a strength test.
yeah, like a balance test. So person stands like this,
Okay.
with their arms out, they pick up their leg, and you push down on this arm, and they resist as hard as they can. Right? This is one way to do it. So you push down, and most people do this. They're resisting, and they fall down this way. Right? If they don't resist, they just put their arm down. What you do is you take them You have them put the gel on their throat and on the back of their neck, and instantly do it again.
Okay.
Just do the same thing, but they have to resist. If they don't resist, they just put the arm over. But what you'll see is the leg won't come down, and it is harder for you to push them down. So it's an experience for people that don't happen to have any pain at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I've got to jump off of here, guys. Deb,
I can stay on for the next 2 minutes.
all right, I got to log in as Danny, I think. So hopefully I don't end the call. I'm going to jump off. Bye, everybody. Love you. See you at convention. It's going to be freaking phenomenal. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Deb. Craig, how do we get on the search call or the next call?
You're going to go to Zoom number 850-850-8888. It's in the chat bar.
You made it easy just for me. Thanks.
Yep. So that's the global call. It does go on every week. Different diamonds host it every week. So they're trying to make it global, but
Is it recorded, Debbie?
it is, and it's on the Atomic Wellness Facebook page. That's Cindy Buck's page. I don't know if
Okay,
they're
thank
posting it someplace else or not, but I know it's there.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. Anyone else? Don't forget to try to get this out to your team. If you think some of your people in your team would like to do the surge, make sure they know about it, because we're still having people going, I didn't know about it.
Debbie,
so-
I missed the beginning of the call because I had my grandsons.
Mhm.
So did you say anything about the surge when we know who our partners are and all that good stuff?
You're not going to know until the Monday after convention, just because we're allowing people to come in still, because so many people haven't heard from it. So I begged the leaders like you, Gabrielle, to make sure you're sending this to all your people, because we don't have all of your people on our distribution list. That would be impossible. So anyway,
Okay.
so we're really counting on leaders to do that. We can only get it to so many. So if you're Director 700 or 300 or something, make sure if you've got some people that you know, make sure you tell them, because you may not even be getting, I don't know who you're getting emails from, actually. But we're hoping the leaders are stepping up. So if you'd like to get on the global call, I would like you to do that. If there's no more questions, I'll go ahead and end the meeting. And thanks everybody for coming, and we will see you in a couple days. Everybody's unmuted.
Thank you,
Good night,
Debbie.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Travel safely.
All right.
Bye.